Hey guys, this will be a very quick video. I am just going to be showing you a little preview of the shipset I'm working on. You might have seen a preview before in the past, but it's further along now. And now that the holidays are kind of over here in the States, I am working back on Galactic Civ, taking a break from Fallout 3, Fallout 4. So let's take a look. Alright, so you've probably seen this ship if you've been paying attention to the videos. This is a new set. It's going to be using Snathi parts, so you will need the DLC, Revenge of the Snathi, or whatever it's called, in order to use these. But yeah, sort of a Art Deco kind of design again, similar to kind of the elements going on in the Fulgar, smooth and hard angles kind of mixed on this one, a little more rustic. Star Wars type ships are kind of an inspiration, like the civilian craft or the bounty hunter craft. That's kind of the look I'm trying to get here. So far so good. For example, here's a large ship. So even their battleships still have this sort of aerodynamicness to it. I'm really happy with the turrets. They're the most Star Warsy thing I think I've got going on here. So those are the kinetic turrets up top. This one's got beam turrets on the sides there. And then you've got my classic sort of energy-looking missile launcher pods, which I use all the time. So, using them again. And that's a large battleship. Let's see here. Here's the kinetic version. Not much different. You'll notice I varied up the turrets a little bit, gave them some of the Karani turret design. Because, I mean, that piece is cool, and I'm starting to make so many ship sets that it's hard to bring myself to make, an infinite variety of turrets over and over and over again. So some of them are going to start getting reused a little more. Um, Also, I am trying to keep it to races that would scavenge or use other races' technology. In my sort of lore, this race is relatively newcomer. They're buying a lot of their stuff secondhand, so it makes sense that they would have other races' turrets available. So the larges, follow this sort of big, hefty, almost turtle-like profile, except we start varying with, say, the missile here. And again, I think this is very Art Deco, so to speak, or I don't know, maybe 40s-ish style, because if you look at this, this is very similar very similar sort of look to certain airplane fighters in World War II for the United States. So I know it's a spaceship and all, but it does remind me of that. If you look carefully, it's kind of got some similar stuff going on. This front, especially with the big engine block thing right up front, is very hot rod type car like. Um, oh, you know what this looks like? It looks like I think it was called the Spruce Goose. It was this giant like passenger plane experimental thing that was made once upon a time. Anyways, so this is the large missile ship. Pretty cool. I like him. I just finished the carrier, so let's take a look at that. So first up, you got this very interesting looking fighter going on here, and certainly looks, sort of jury-rigged. Wouldn't be bad for, say, pirates. But again, round angles with hard angles going on there. But yeah, the carrier, big, solid chunk of ship right here. Still got some of the wing things going on and the low antennas and the angled engines. But for the most part, this thing is their sturdiest looking ship so far. So pretty happy with that. Okay, that's most stuff. Here's some of the mediums. Like here's the survey. Uh, Here's a balanced. Here's a look at the tiny fighter. This is a kinetic one, so again using that smaller turret. Tiny balanced, which is basically a beam in this case. And medium missile, just two big missile pods on the side there with targeting dishes. So yeah, this set is coming along. The mediums are done, the tinies are done, and I think I'm done with larges, so I'm on to smalls, huges, and finishing up the Oh yeah, the cargoes. So getting there. Hoping to have this done in, maybe a week or two. And we'll go from there, get this released, and then I can start figuring out what I want to do for the rest of the year for Galactic Civ. All right, thanks for listening, and hope you enjoyed. Have a good one.